I saw something I shouldn't have in the woods. First of all, let me start off by saying that this story is from almost 30 years ago when I was a kid. I've told very few people the story due to not feeling like anyone would believe me. Like a lot of kids in the 90s, I was hanging out over a weekend with a close friend of mine and staying at his house with him and his family. We lived in rural VA and he lived in a small town like I did. We spent a lot of time riding four-wheelers and exploring the nearby woods that was across a soybean field. One weekend, I was visiting and it snowed an average amount for VA, 4 to 6 inches of so. We were beyond excited to take the four-wheelers out to the field and tear it up a little bit. After we were bored of that, we parked at the edge of the woods and walked in a ways. Now, we had been in this woods quite a bit and had seen a lot of things. There was a lot of old equipment and even old rusted-out cars spread throughout an area of the forest. Being teenagers, we thought this was really cool and would often go check these out. That day we decided that we were going to start building a fort of sorts back near the debris. I often called a small hatchet on me when we were riding trails in case a smaller tree had fallen across the trail. I walked back to the four-wheeler and got it and started to chop down a smaller tree to use as the base of a wall. For the life of me, I could not find another tree of the right size after that one was placed, so I started walking around the area without my friend. It was then that I stumbled upon a rotting deer carcass. This didn't bother me. Growing up in rural VA, friends and family were hunters and I had eaten my fair share of venison in my life. However, I noticed that the deer had what appeared to be claw marks on it. Was this prey for another animal that didn't stick around for its meal? What animals that could catch a deer were even out in this forest? I went to get my friend to show him the carcass. He was as puzzled as me, but we just kind of let it be. I returned to building our fort. As I was using some rope to tie two of the smaller trees together, something caught my eye about 50 yards away. What I saw was just the silhouette of a person. However, it was rounded off and blurry, almost like what you would see in a comic book or video game, indicating an unknown character. Like and follow for part 2.